Yeah, I feel quite out of it. Like today was quite hard to go to uni because I'm teaching 70 students.
Teaching?
Yeah.
And you're on hunger strike?
Day 8.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But it's been good. You know, I taught the students what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. It felt like they were like, wow, miss, you haven't eaten for 8 days. It was quite sweet. It's a really nice conversation.
What were you teaching?
I teach at the Art and Design Foundation.
Right.
Yeah, so they're like 17, 19 years old. Yeah, I mean, that's for me also like why I really do it, you know, because I teach these young people that don't have a future, you know. Like for me it's like I can't be in my integrity and teach if I don't really do that as well.
Yeah.
You know, I can't look them in the eyes otherwise.
I've got to make sure we get the balance right. So as we've always said, there's no pressure on anyone to go longer with their hunger strike than they're called to do. And those that are still on hunger strike, as long as they're doing it, our role now is to support you or them. Yeah. You know, so that's partly why I've stopped my hunger strike, so I can be effective in supporting you and making sure you're resting. And so please don't really listen to your body and your energy levels. Stop if and when you need to stop, but also in the meantime, while you're carrying on, just get others doing stuff. You know.
I just need to have reliable people who do coordination. And also, like, you know, so to say, but this morning, you know, if someone says they're here at 9, I need them to be here at 9.
Yeah.
You know, not at 9:20 or 30 or my bus is late. Yeah. You know, I need them to be here at 9. Yeah. Because I have other stuff to juggle.
Well, I don't think you should be coming and setting up the sites anymore. That shouldn't be your role. We've got thousands of rebels in London, you know, but we must be able to muster some to come and just set up the site. You've been doing it for a week whilst on hunger strike. That's more than enough. Week 2, it's not your role anymore. You know?
I can let it go if I know that someone's taking it over reliably.
Well,
you know, none of this flaky thing.
Okay, so
you know,
we have no. It's fine. I'm just encouraging you not to get upset. We haven't got that in place yet, and that's the role today to try and get that. What I would say is that we prioritise you and your resting above everything else for the next day or two until we get systems in place. So if we don't have someone here, like you have been like bang on 7 o'clock here every day, no food, but I'm doing it. But whoever's coming in, that we might not keep those discipline levels that you've been achieving up. So we just have to let go of that for a bit because the bigger picture is we're into weeks 2 and 3. We know that some people are going to carry on in those weeks, and that's when the pressure will build. So, so just work with us on that. Okay, be patient with us. We're not as good as you, but we're doing our best. Seriously, you're an amazing organizer, and you're so focused. But just I'm glad. You know, great. Okay. So that's the main thing, really. Is our role now is to really support you in resting and not just giving everything the best chance we can. Like we're all just doing our best, however that looks. You know, and what we've achieved so far is so incredible. You know, and I see where we're going with this. We're barely scratching the surface of where we're going with this. So,
And I think, you know, it took some time to kind of build the base, but I think now in week 2 and going forward, it will be more. You know, we'll get more to the core, and we'll get more power and more media and more voice. So I think it's really important to just keep steady, you know, like one drop, another day and another day. And I think it's just really crucial. And keep our heart and our compassion, you know, and invite people in.
You make me cry. One of the things I wanted to say was that just to thank you for the part of it you bring and have brought. And I know that you and I have been like slightly different parts of that dance around the need to build pressure and how we do that. And I just wanted to really acknowledge that I'm completely on board with your vision of it now. I really get that it's that vulnerability and simplicity. Yeah, that's really what's working and what this part of what we're doing is about. So I just really wanted to acknowledge that and thank you for bringing that and being so clear and eloquent in bringing that. So thank you.
Thank you. Really to hear that. I was a bit afraid that I cannot step on your toes.
No, not at all.
I felt so strongly about it. Like my guts just told me, like, and it needs to be about love and compassion.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it always is, and the disruptive stuff and the restable stuff, that's still for me about love and about peace, and and I just see, as we just said, that this action is a different thing. We're trying something different here, and let's just give it a full space to see what it is and how it can. Yeah, exactly.
And I'm glad you're back. Back
Yeah.
to
Functioning large.
clear. Strength. We need that. We really need that.
Yeah.
What did you break fast with last?
3 lettuce leaves,
Yay!
as advised by Marco. Lettuce leaves, low sugar, high mineral, very simple little things. But to be honest, at 7 days, it's not a big issue. But once you go into 2, 3, 4 weeks, then you have to be really careful about how you introduce food again. So, yeah, it's always good to respect the body. I mean, it's interesting because I didn't plan to hunger strike. I was planned to support the hunger strike. Hunger strike was never my thing as such, And I've spoke to a lot of people who haven't. I feel part of the reason we haven't got more people stepping in is because, like me, hunger strike isn't their thing. But one of our principles and values is we do what's necessary, and we have to, try, experiment and learn and reflect on that. And I think we can see from week 1 that this works. So if you think hunger striking is your thing or not, it doesn't matter. It's working. Support us in some way. But for me, that journey of being, so in service to the hunger strikers, I saw that I had to hunger strike. It was just clear intuition, and I just did it without any plan. They're all like, "You weren't supposed to be hunger striking." And I'm like, "I know, but I am." And it was really powerful, because to be sitting in a meeting with politicians going, "I'm on hunger strike, I don't want to be. What are you going to do?" It's really powerful. And I feel because I've been in that journey, even though I'm no longer on hunger strike, we're so bonded now, all of us. And like, Petra just came to me from her work. She'd just been lecturing and said, "Oh, I'm so glad you're eating now, so you can be there for us fully as a spokesperson." And it meant so much to me, because that's I do want to serve in that way, But the journey was just so humbling, so powerful, so connecting. To connecting with, like, walking behind up steps. Like, steps become a real, and there are many people in our society for whom steps are an incredible barrier. And so I've experienced that a little bit as a privileged, able-bodied person. I've experienced that a little bit now, walking behind an older man who's struggling up the steps at his pace, and it's like, that's his life, and for me it's today, and I can choose to eat tonight, and those 3 lettuce leaves will start me back into being able to run up steps again, and connecting with those 820 million people that are hungry today, on a completely privileged, superficial level, but there is a level of connection there, and it was quite a spiritual journey. It was quite it was one of the biggest things I've done in my life, to go 7 days, and I've never done anything like it before, so but to be on that journey together with all of us, and it's incredible. Yeah.
And so it's also interesting, isn't it? Because with food, there's so much connected with food. There's comfort, eating for comfort, or social or culture. I mean, I love cooking for friends and eating together.
Yeah.
But also to sometimes numb emotions.
Yeah.
Because if I feel a bit bad and I have a cup of coffee and a nice cookie, I feel better. And that's just not there.
Yeah.
So I need to feel the feelings.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's really like that kind of emotional, again, you just have to deal with your shit, man.
Yeah, which is great. So healthy.
Yeah. It's good. But exposing.